Let us pray. Our Father and our God, we thank you so very much for your mercy, for your faithfulness. We thank you for what you have done. We thank you for being there for us. We thank you for the battles you fought, for the victories you gave. Thank you for the journey mercies. Many of us traveled from one place to the other. We went to school, we came back, we went from one town to the other, from one state to the other. We went to church, we came back. Lord, we are grateful. Tonight, we have come again to learn at your feet. And my prayer is that nobody wastes his or her time in this program. In the name of Jesus. Thank you for episode 196. 196. We have been here. It shows commitment. It shows consistency. It shows dedication. It shows service. My prayer is that you that reward faithfulness, you will reward me, and you will reward as many, oh God, that are making this broadcast a success by living out good lives, by sharing the link, by talking to people about their health, by being great ambassadors, because we are your ambassadors on the earth. Father, we thank you, we glorify your name. Blessed be thy name forever. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Yes, thank you so very much. I sincerely welcome you. If you can hear me clearly and you can see me, please can you indicate by typing 1 on the chat? Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Season. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today is our episode 196. I don't know anybody that is joining. Is there anybody joining us for the first time? You can indicate by typing a 2 on the chat. If you are joining us for the first time, we want to welcome you sincerely. This is a family of God. This is a program that is geared towards God and God's people, their health and the way they live their lives on the earth. Thank you so very much. I am grateful to God that you joined us. My name is Dr.Favour, Afoma Chukwu. Dr.Favour, some people call me Dr. Afoma. I am not a medical doctor. I want to always say this. I have a PhD in guidance and counseling with psychology from the University of Lagos 12 years ago. But in 2017, the Lord called me to the Ministry of Health and Wellness. And he told me to go and begin to develop myself in line with the ministry he has given to me. Like Pastor Jerry Eze will say, I have been an art student all my life. I don't understand anything about medical terms or terminologies. But you know, God qualifies the called. God has helped me to begin to talk about health. When people see me, they think I'm a medical doctor. I want to put that disclaimer, because some people will come to me later to ask me that their mother has this. I'll always tell them, go and see a doctor. I can help you in your lifestyle changes and your diet. So I sincerely thank you for joining me. This is our episode 196. 196. 196 times I've been doing this program. Anywhere I am in the part of the world, I must do it. Next week, remember, we'll be having a guest. We'll be having a guest, a cancer survivor. I pray that I can get the flyer out before that next Sunday so we can share it across board. You know, one thing is about telling somebody story, theory. Another person is seeing the person that has experienced it practically. For the first time, I saw cancer, breast cancer in a woman. The woman later died because, you know, Jesus Christ. That woman was in Onitsha. She came, pastors were taking money from her. If you're a pastor, forgive me. I told God, if I won't say the way it is, I won't do. So the pastor came from Cotonou and told them to bring the woman, and they were taking money from the woman. They tell them to pay for 50,000, this, that. So where she was, somebody that knew me called me to that place and said, come and see Uju. She's dead now. This woman is a high-profile woman when she was alive. You see me now putting on lace. Any lace she does, she gets from you, from Switzerland. Nobody on earth will have that design again to show you the level of her level in the society. But when that lady called me to where she was, I came and she just said, I don't know, we were going to the same church together years back before I left Onitsha to Lagos. She was wearing Iru and Baba and tying head cap. You know, the way I'm just tying head tie like this. She just opened her top and pulled out her breast. What I saw there, I was, jolted. She said, see what this thing is doing to my breast. You see, when you eat apple, when you get apple and you are not cutting the apple to eat it, you are just getting chunk of the apple with your teeth. You know that the way that thing is, that's the way her breast was, and was just draining out water. She was using cotton wool and a lot of perfume and powder. After that day, I just asked myself, what could make this disease to ravage somebody's body like this? I didn't get any answer. I continued. God, being so kind, called me to this ministry and made me to come first class, first hand with some of them. And the woman that I will be featuring next Sunday is a cancer survivor. To tell you the truth, I don't even know the kind of cancer she had that she survived. Because one of my mentors, Reverend Tony Akinyemi, where I met her in the school, where I met her in 2017. Then I met her again in June, last month. She came to teach us. That was when I told her I would feature you in my program. So I don't even know the kind of cancer she had, but she'll be speaking to us. She's not speaking to us because we have cancer. She's speaking to us is so that we don't have it. You see, prevention is far, far better than cure. The emotional stress, the monetary aspects, is much more than what you think. This lady I was talking to us about, not the one that was coming next Sunday, because that other one died. You know, you die out of when you don't have knowledge about something. That thing can consume you. They were just, the pastor, this prophet will tell them 2 million, this one, 1 million. They were paying. You see, the Bible says my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. That's why if I'm charging money now to do this program, people will be struggling to come. Now it's free. Now it's free. You call people to come, they will be dragging leg. A particular woman, she have known her. Now the person that I knew her through will be the one telling her about this program. She said, when we finish, she'll be asking me small questions. Me, you know what I'll do? I'll just be laughing. The other day, she told me she had pie. She was struggling with pie. I say, if you don't value what you have, when the value of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So I sincerely welcome you to today's broadcast. This is Great Life with Dr. Afoma. Great Life as every Sunday evening, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. What do we do here? We talk about health in all ramifications. Our emotional health, our psychological health, our physical health, our financial health. We talk about money here. The Bible said that money is a defense, and that money answers all things. Anybody telling you that money is evil is not good. It's not true. Money is good. It is the love of money that is the root of all evil. I was going through my phone this evening and I saw a woman. She wore wig. Wig. I don't know that Oyibo. People are not smart. Oyibo don't develop certain things. Anywhere you put cocaine or any drug, they will see you. This woman put it in that, that cap, that skull cap you put on before you put the wig. Excuse me. She loaded it there. This thing is in capsules, big capsules like this. What I'm telling you will be up to 50. She put that cap and put her wig. Maybe it was dictated. You know, but they removed it. They told her to remove the wig. And when they were bringing it out, she was hiding her face. I tell people, you can't be shameful of what is gainful. You see, she's shameful because she knew that what she was doing is not gainful. Please run away from anything that's ungodly. It doesn't pay. I'm telling you, it doesn't pay. I don't need to be a pastor or a reverend or a canon to know that evil is evil. Stealing is stealing anywhere in the world. Anywhere. So with that, I sincerely welcome you. Last week, we were dealing on the psychology of winning. But today, the Lord intercepted me in my thoughts, because I tell you, anytime I want to come on, I have to get a leading on what to talk on. So this evening, somebody posted something in a group where I belong to, and the caption is maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So you know me, anytime I hear healthy anything, my mind always draws to it. So it was 4 p.m. I don't know what happened. As soon as we were getting to 5 minutes after, 15 minutes after, the Lord reminded me, go and key into that program. So I keyed into it. And you know, I don't key into those programs like that. I must key in with a diary. I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages of information. You know what the Lord said when I finished? He said, this is what you share with my people today. Just put a hold on psychology of winning. Let them come back and talk to them about their health. Go physically now. The next week, you bring that woman, the upper week, that will be August now. We continue with the psychology of winning. So I want to bring us a link. The woman that hosted it, the way I'm hosting this, is in London, and her name is Helen Crown. And her program is called Divine Mercy Visions. But the guest she brought today, her name is Princess Loretta Adesua Osime. From her name, I deduced she may be an Edo woman. It was later I went back to that group to thank her again for posting. I didn't know she was the person, God that posted it, which means she's in that group. So I'm going to share with us what she shared with the people. We were not many. I think the people that I think we were 6 or so. You see, it's not about the volume of people. I always tell people, when you post something on Facebook and you didn't get any like, science has discovered that it affects some people's psychology. Some people may read your post, they make use of it, but they will not comment. They will not even like, they will just go away, but they have got the information. I think we're only 6, because she called my name. And let me tell us, one of the women I saw in that post today, when I was a PhD student, that woman, I think she's a set after me. She has a PhD, or a Furo Welly. She's from Rivers. I saw her on that program. I discovered something about that Furo. There was a day, you know, when we do presentation, we feed the lecturers, we feed the students. So one day we were packing food, and this Furo said something. She said, I don't know why people should bring this kind of plates to pack food. You know, this takeaway, you know, there are ones that are big. She made a statement that today stuck with me. You know what Furo said? Adults don't need this kind of food. You just need the small plates. Why are they putting, see the depth? She just did her hand like this inside the plate. She said, see the depth of this plate. When they finish eating this food, where would they burn it? And that thing stopped me. At that point, I've not been called to this ministry. this should be about either 2009 or 2010. I graduated 2011. She graduated maybe 2 years after me. I saw her today at that program. I say, yeah. And this woman, she's always a particular weight. She wasn't, I love it, but I don't know it. You see, what you don't know it. And don't pretend you know it. I didn't know it, but if you see how she made that statement, how can adults be eating? I don't know why they will bring this kind of plate to put food for adults. I don't need this kind of food. Where will they burn it? I say, yeah. And the day she did her presentation, if you see the food she brought, small plates, meaning that she knew what I did not know. So today, I'm going to discuss what Princess Loretta Adesua Oshime discussed with us. We were just 6, except there were people maybe around that woman, but the people I saw that were commenting were 6. Now she said, okay, if you are hearing me very well, please can you type 2 before I go off? Because bring your biro, bring your paper. You will learn so many things. Not that you have not learned it before, but something that we have always known. Okay. So this Adesua said, eat healthy. She just introduced the way I usually do here. I introduced she introduced that Adesua. And Adesua started. She asked her, we're talking about maintaining, not once off, maintaining a healthy lifestyle. What does it entail? So she invited her, and Adesua began to speak. She said, eat healthy, exercise, make it a lifestyle. She said it's not one-off something. It's something that has to be, it has to be part of your lifestyle. It has to be a style, but it has to be a lifestyle. She said, know yourself and your system. Know yourself and your system. Understand your body. I'm reading it the way I got it. She was talking. I was just writing because my father said that the faintest pencil, pencil now, is better than the sharpest of brain. If I have not written all these things down, there's no way I can recall them. There's no way. It's not possible. She said, know yourself. Exercise. Make it a lifestyle. Know your system and know your family history. When you know your family history, you know what is prevalent in your family so that you know how to curb it. Maybe your family is prone to high blood pressure, arthritis, diabetes. Although I will be intercepting, I will be putting some of my thoughts into it, but I will just run through. This is what we are discussing today. I will run through what she discussed in that program. She said, it is only when you know these things that you'll be able to guard yourself against some of those things that may reoccur. In my family, go now, Favour's family. When my cousin, when my nephew came down with an ailment, we didn't know it was diabetes. From that day till today, she gives himself insulin injection. He won't even know. She will just be talking with you and with you. Today is his birthday. He was born on today is 23rd of July, 1969. He had that crisis, December 23rd, 1996. Please, somebody do mathematics. 1996 to today. His birthday is today as I'm speaking, because I saw it on Facebook before he chatted me. This person is my eldest sister's first son. He lives in Italy. Let somebody just give us the time he had that crisis to today. So you see how many years he has lived. Living well, but he's taking 27 years. God bless you, Pastor Tai. So for 27 years, because we didn't know what was wrong with him until I took him to hospital and they discovered he had diabetes. 27 years, he's still living, but somebody that had diabetes 2 years is dead. So between that person that died and this person, if you see this guy, if not for anything now, we post his picture, you see him living healthily. He will tell me, most often, I took garlic, I do this, I do smoothie, I take, that's my food. You know, when you tell an adult you can survive with eating less food, cooked food, the person may not even say these people are hard. They don't come again. For 27 years, I took this boy. I took him like a wrapper. You know, when you take wrapper, you know, there's no life in a wrapper. I took him to Eco Hospital. Those of you that live in Lagos, after Lagos Sheraton, Eco Hospital, that was where I took him to. 23rd of December, 1996. My father was still alive. This boy is marking his birthday today. You see, knowledge is important. Pay attention. It's not about me talking it to. You see me, anywhere I hear anything, healthy something, my mind is drawn to it because I want to help myself. Let me know whether what I'm doing is okay. If it's not okay, I will change. And then I will tell other people. Now, the woman said, one of the ways to maintain healthy living is to have a shopping list. Shop. You know, when you want to go to market, have a shopping list that is healthy. I've always told us, anything you don't want to take, don't buy it. Don't say, you want to give it to somebody that will come to your house. When people come to my house, I give them water. Yesterday, one of us did birthday. She gave me 5 Alive, those big ones. She gave me more. She gave me small chops. She gave me cake. To tell you the truth, I took cake because I love cake. I'm coming to that. When you go overboard, don't feel guilty. I'm coming to that to tell us what I ate that cake today. I know lie to you. But when I eat it, you will ask me, what will you do if you do such things? And how often do you do such? That's the question. Now, she said, your shopping list, make sure your shopping list is healthy. Don't buy carbonated drinks. Don't fill your fridges with Coke, Fanta, this, that, and you think you won't take it. You will take it. I went to a funeral, Wake at the service of some now on Thursday. The refreshment they gave us was bottle of water, Fanta. My own was Fanta, the orange Fanta. Fanta orange, I think that's what they call it, and donuts. I didn't even look at it because the moment I just opened that nylon, I took out the water, opened it, and I was drinking that water already. You see, how not to eat nonsense is always arm yourself with a bottle of water anywhere you are going to. You just be sipping it. You see, you are not hungry. So when my water I came with finished, I opened that. I was sipping it. The woman that sat close to me, you know what I said? I said, Shebi, you have small children that can eat this. She said, yes. So I gave it to her. So when we were about leaving, I stood up. I told her, let's go. I didn't know she dropped those things. You know what she told me? She told me, I dropped those things. So I said, how can I be carrying puff with a Coke outside that place? And she said to me, I don't do junk drinks. Hey, I said, thank you, Jesus. You see, you can't tell me that you are an ambassador and people around you are still living in squalor, in nonsense. It's an error. She said to me, how can I just go? Number one, it's not pride now, but you know, there are certain things your position will not be permit you to do. She said, how can I just live there with this puff now? That's the way she said it. She said she dropped it. And she doesn't take those things. She just took water. She even took the water before me because I was drinking the one I came with. So now she said, don't buy carbonated drinks, sugary cereals. There are cereals that are sugary. If you read labels, you will see it. Even if they don't call it sugars, they will call it citrus. They will call it fructose. Anything fructose, run away, they are sugar. She said, don't put them in your fridge or your kitchen cabinet. You see me, I don't eat noodles. You noodles, Indomie, Mimio, Mimikyo, any type. I don't eat it. And I don't bring into, not that I was eating it until I came in contact with Reverend Tony Akinyemi, and I saw the video where they did an experiment about how they do the noodle and how long it takes for it to digest and the effect of it on the intestine. Jesus. I say I won't touch it again. Even if you're my house help, you won't eat it. The much you can eat is spaghetti or macaroni. At least you eat it with stew. But to buy that noodles that has that sachet you will cut to sprinkle, never. Never. It doesn't enter my house. You see what I do? The campus they gave me during Christmas, you know, they put it there. I didn't give it out to you because you don't give poison to somebody. You know what I did? I trashed it. It is better I trashed it and somebody goes there to take it. I know that that person went and took it on his or her own way. Now, the woman said another thing to do is to check your weight. This one now, I have a scale here, but that scale is bad. You see me? Before July will be over, I will go and get a new scale. She said, get a scale to know whether when you are adding or when you are losing, and then know when you are maintaining a normal weight. There is how to calculate body mass index. Those of you that I gave, that my book is a pamphlet. Many of you that bought things from me recently, there's a book, Women Affairs for Women, then Men Affairs for Men. If you go to the last page, you will see it, how to calculate it. You calculate it by your weight, by your age, and your height. You get your body mass index. Now, she said, limit unhealthy foods. Limit unhealthy fruits. Fruits that are very sweet should be limited. I was talking with a woman that produces this thing. You know, she doesn't dry this under the sun because the UV rays from the sun will destroy the nutrients in this thing. So she dries it with what we call dehydrator, escalator. That's what she even told me, because when I told her I needed it, you know why I need it? I need it to be drying some of my fruit, like apple, like coconut, like banana, like banana, plantain, berries, all these things. I dry it so that I can snack with it. Because if you are not careful, you may put some of these things in the fridge. Either you forget it or NEPA on and off, they will spoil. But do you know how much that thing is costing? Let's leave it for another day. But trust me, the day I will buy it, I will come and show off. I must get it. Anything that is good for my health, I may deny. That's why I don't do Ashebi. I don't do things that waste my money. I rather put it in something good. I'm telling you, I rather wear Ojoro Jankara earring if I can't afford it. But for anything that is entering my mouth, my body, it must be okay. Now, she said, overripe, the more it's overripe, the sweeter it becomes. Who will tell me what this woman told us when she came here? Somebody that is an ardent follower of this. Tell me what the woman said, that when we eat sweet things, what does it do to our bodies? When we eat bitter things, what does it do? Let somebody, the somebody that will get it, I'll give you a book. I have so many books people wrote, and some gave me, some I bought. I'll give you one of the books. The first person to get it, the woman that when she came to this program, she said, when anything that is sweet in your body forms something inside your...
It's acidic. Anything that is sweet is acidic in the body. Anything that is bitter is the alkaline in the body.
Wait, who made this? Who answered this question? Who
Obi
answered?
Nwosu.
Obi. So I will give you one of the books. Now, she said,
Thank you.
She said, make sure the food you are eating is filled with fiber. How do you know whether your food is fiberless? When your stool is hard, you know that your food was fiberless. You see that person that told me that she's having pile. You see, pile is an indicator that her food were fiberless. You know what's pile? When you are pushing the poo-poo out, and there is like pushing stone through your anus. Constipation sets in. So the woman said, we also may need to take supplements, but they are supplements. They are not to replace the meal. They supplement the meals. She also said, we overcook food in this climate. There is a cooking pot, cooking well, they call Salad Master. It's expensive. When they introduced it to me in 2017, it was up to $1 million plus for about 3 or 4. But when you cook any vegetable with that, the vegetable comes in like that. One of the things I learned today from that woman is that we cook with a whole lot of water. That when you want to cook your food, don't put too much water. It is when you put too much water that the food will be tasteless, and you begin to look for seasoning to put to make it tasty. Have you not noticed that before you cook yam, you throw away the water? Now I cook yam with a particular amount of water. The water must get into that yam to the extent that I don't need to throw it away, or I don't need to throw. Maybe I cooked plantain. I don't throw it away. She said, I learned today. I say, no wonder. When I started cooking with less water, especially when I want to cook my okra, do you know what I used to do? You know, okra is vegetable on its own. That's what I ate today. When you want to cook soup, don't put too much water, so that whatever you cook, you put there, it will not be too watery, that you are looking for something to test in it. She said at times, she would say, let me put more salt. If you are hypertensive, minimal sea salt. Sea salt. She said it today. Sea salt. Sea salt. You don't have money. It's expensive. You're on your own. Because when the money you used to go and get high blood pressure drugs, you'll be taking every day. It will not even be more than, it will not be even the half of what you used to buy. She said sea salt, minimal sea salt, or when you know you are hypertensive, you can eliminate salt. The cardiologist told me 10 years ago, Dr. Wonisa, you can do without salt. That when they have critical patients, 200 and something over 150, over 170 BP, they tell the kitchen people, no salt. And when they do it, 2, 3, 4 days, the BP will come down. Why? Because your body, your heart produces 2 things: sodium, which is salt, and potassium. And anytime, you know, when you have too much salt in your body, it begins to retain water. That's why you see people, their legs being swollen up. Just eliminate or expunge salt from their meal. You will see how far it goes. This is example I usually do. See my back of my hand now, or on top of my leg. I'll just press it like this and open. I press it this way. If you press it and it goes, it doesn't follow your hand to come out. Your body is retaining water. Go and look for what to do. Now, she said, eat your food as natural as possible. It is better to eat at home than to eat out. But some people think it's to do big man. That's why they are eating outside. She said, keep a routine exercise. Start with your body. Start with what your body can cope with. You know, I told us it's not about the intensity of the exercise. It's about the consistency of the exercise. People see me now and they said, you are looking trimmer. I said, yes. From last year, I planned it to be so. I'm not even going to have the, it's not that I will get, if I get up to my size, I'll look like a ghost, but I know what I want. But I'm getting it. Now my movement has been increased. Remember the video we shared last Sunday? The man said for you to retard bodily aging, number one, your nutrition. Number two, your movement. Increase your movement. Number three, your environmental exposure. Number four, your sleep. And then number five, your quality of your relationships. If you are getting value from what we are sharing this night, please, can you please type 33 on the chat? Can you please type 33 on the chat? Now, she said, stop exercising when you feel pain. Stop. You know, some people will come to gym, they are like this. They will come to where we are doing exercise. They will carry tire. They will carry weight. They will do this. You know what? I'll just be laughing. They will tell you the key knows her level. I know my level. I know what to do. Any day I come, because there's a prayer I do in the morning. If I come, that prayer will be on. Because I don't want the music from the loudspeakers to distract me. I walk. By the time the prayer is ended, either I join the aerobics class if they are still there, or I go and play badminton. I use timer. There's a wristwatch. My iWatch, I use it. 5 kilometers, I am okay. Any other thing is jara. The remaining things will be my movement throughout the day. You know, I come down from the car, I walk to where I want to go to, I come back. Don't do big man. Don't do big man with, if you can drive a car, drive. If you cannot, you can get a driver. Me, I want a driver, a good driver, because most of the time I want to rest. I want to rest and I want to do some work. You can't be resting and driving. It's not possible, even in overseas, not to talk of Nigeria here. Now, she said, keep it simple. Keep it simple and light. Don't go to do exercise that will kill you. A woman was doing one day, she almost poo-poo where she was waiting. I said, people were laughing. I said, I know they here. When police will come to begin to ask people, how did she die? You saw what happened to that communication chairman. That one was, I think that one was accident. For those of you that use treadmill, be careful. There is nothing like the ground that God has made with your 2 legs on it. You see me, I don't like exercise with machine as a person. I don't like it. It's not that it's good. If it's working for you, fine. But I like my 2 legs to be on the ground. And I test the shoe I wear. There is a particular shoe. I wear it, my ankle will be paining me. I wear another one, it will not. I wore it. You know what I did? I gave it out. If you come to my house, you may see exercise shoes up to 10, 12. Because it's important to me. If you don't have those gadgets at home, you will not like to do exercise. I go exercise. I dress up to go to exercise the way I dress up to go anywhere. The way I dress up. Now I dress up feeling good about myself. Somebody is here. When she traveled, she bought exercise things for me. She bought it as a gift for me. And I told her, buy for me. Telling you, if you see the woman, she comes to exercise, you think she's going to party. But it's exercise clothes she wears. It gives, she will tell me, okay, I like to come to exercise. The way everywhere is, I will look at people will see me, I'll be happy. Because just coming out in the morning, the freshness of the morning, it gives you exposure. Then with that sunlight in the morning, the woman said, keep it simple and light. Don't try to burn out the fat in a day because they were built over the years. You can't just remove them. Some people will do today, you won't see them again, they will fall sick. Why? Because they injure their ankle or they strain their ligament or anywhere. Me, I do exercise, I carry my body the way I come. When I'm tired, no matter what our coach will talk, I will just lie down and be pressing my phone. I may stay, the other people will go. They will say, Doki, you are the only one. You know what I was doing? I was enjoying freshness of the morning. Our coach at times, when he sees that I'm lying on the mat, he will just be doing something. When I say, I'm the one holding you. She said, no, I know you always like to enjoy freshness. So please, exposure, environmental exposure is very, very good if you don't want to age rapidly. If you are listening to me, my name is Dr.Favour Afoma, and by God's grace, I have a PhD in guidance and counseling with psychology 12 years ago from the University of Lagos. And in 2017, the Lord called me to the Ministry of Health and Wellness. And this is part of the ministry. The ministry, Healthy Race Ministry International, powers this program you are watching. We have a Facebook page. No, we have a WhatsApp group where all of us come to talk about health, celebrate one another. People don't know that celebrating somebody on his or her birthday is part of wellness. A woman told me, do you know that nobody's told me happy birthday on my birthday? And when I see people being celebrated, I will say, what kind of life am I living? That's why in that group, anybody that is celebrating birthday, and I know, not that you didn't tell me, you know, I'm not a partial person. I will say birthday alert, no more posts till 6 p.m. If you can't even celebrate that person, waka go. But not that we are celebrating somebody. You can't, no matter how good that post is, I will delete it. If it's true or false, people in that group can attest to that. Celebrate people. She said, sleep is very important. I'm just reading it the way it is. Sleep is very important. Sleep helps. Your body repairs itself while at rest. You need to enlighten yourself. What you don't know it. You need good hours of sleep. Make your home conducive. Don't cluster your bed. Make your curtains dark so that when you are sleeping, they don't attract lights into your bed. Keep away lights. You see now, she has talked about shopping list. She talked about weight. She talked about cooking, how not to overcook our food. She talked about exercise. She talked about sleep. And now, fasting. If you are getting value from what I'm sharing with us, please can you type a 444 on the chat as we go on. The next one she talked about was fasting. She said, fasting is spiritual and healthy. Fasting is spiritual and healthy. She made a mention. Do you notice that pastors in Nigeria, many of them are very agile? Have you looked at Bishop Oyedepo? The way that man jumps up and down, no glasses, no walking stick. Do you know his age? Have you looked at, what's this, Matthew Ashimolo, Kingsway International Churches. Matthew Ashimolo is older than Oyedepo. Matthew Ashimolo's wife used to be very big. Excuse me. She used to be very big. So one day Matthew came and said he had some health challenges and went to see a doctor. And the doctor told him, if you don't want to be crippled or be bedridden, so time, this is what you're supposed to do. So he went and made a smallish. So that day he called the lady up, a dietitian, and he placed him on diet. Matthew told us in one of the, maybe I will call up that video and play it next Sunday before I call that woman. He said that for 20-something years, he has not eaten rice. For 20-something years, he has not eaten eba. For 20-something years, he has not eaten. People were shouting, what then are you eating? I'm not telling you to go off like that. Me, I ate eba today. But I am telling you may not go to that extreme, except there is a radical something you are pursuing to cut down. He didn't tell us the details. Now, the woman said, fasting is both healthy and spiritual. This should be part of your weekly routine, not monthly or yearly, except your church calls on fast, 21-day fast. You wouldn't do fast. Live. Kenneth Hagin of blessed memory said he lived a fasted life. A fasted life. You know, at times when you see food, your body is not even crying for food. Your body is crying for water. That's why that book, I give it to people that buy things recently. That's your body needs water. Now, he said you can do a fast from 4 in the evening. You may eat your last meal in the evening by 4. You will not eat another food till 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Many of us in this program, we don't take anything cooked before 10 a.m. Many people that are ardent followers of this ministry, they don't take anything cooked before 10 a.m. Even if they will eat something that's raw. Because the moment you wake up from sleep, we call it breakfast. Your body, the only part of your body that was active was your heart. When you wake up, you took a break. And when you want to eat, that's why we call that food in the morning breakfast. You don't go at that point to begin to eat one bowl of big eba. You take something that's raw. My aunt, the same mother, the same father with my mom, she will be 82 years this year. When she came to my house, she saw me drink lukewarm water in the mornings. She told me, you can make it warm. Am I doing it diligently? No, I won't lie to you. The day I remember, I do. But for me to go and take water from the fridge in the morning, I just keep water in the fridge because some people will come to your house. You tell them, you have water. Is it cold? They say they won't take. They take. I say, okay, I can manage to give you cold water. Maybe you are coming from outside and you are sweating, but not to put Fanta and Coke and be feeding you. I won't give it to you. So this woman said, find out what your system can handle. Take a healthy breakfast. Take a healthy breakfast. Go on fluids like black coffee. There is a company that I do their supplements. They have 3-in-1 coffee. They have black coffee. It's bitter. You know, black coffee is bitter. And they have Ganadoma. I do it on request. When people request for it, I get it and send to them. The woman said, you can put lemon in water. When you are not sure of the water you are drinking, how alkaline that water is, you can put lemon. When you put lemon on that water, you alkalize, you make that water alkaline. She said, you can make tea. Nobody here will stay drinking Milo. Your children can drink Milo, but tea, what are their names? What Cowbell, and the rest of them. You can make your tea by getting lemongrass. You know lemongrass. You boil it and turn it to tea. Boil it and turn it to tea, or basil, or bitter leaf, or ginger and garlic. Put boiling water into it and cover it. We call it infusion. You infuse it and you drink, because you may go to cook it. You may cook it and you kill what is even the thing giving you something there. You see this thing, somebody asked me today, must it only be drunk with must it be drunk only with water? I said, no. He said, can you sprinkle it? You know, before, there's something they call yeast. It's in a tin, like Nescafe tea. I knew I used to see it when I was growing up. You can sprinkle this on the food you are eating. You can put it in your smoothie. You can put it in your juice, and you take it. Just make sure that you are enjoying your life. She said, don't make it boiling. If you make it to boil too much, you may lose part of the nutrients there. She said ginger, garlic, scent leaf. 2 days ago, I don't know whether Noreen or Sophia is here. 2 days ago, I went to where they are selling flowers because I told us in front of my house, a big mango tree, and my neighbor went and cut it down. I don't blame her. I was sad, but I don't blame her because she thought she wants to get fresh air, but she doesn't know that that mango filters the air that comes into the oxygen that makes the oxygen cleaner because of the exhaust cars are parked on the close. Because this thing was paining me so much, you know what I did? I went to people selling flowers. I spent 40-something thousand to buy flowers. I could have taken the picture and showed us. Part of the things I bought, you know, some flowers, they are indoors, they are outdoors. I bought for indoors because I need flower in my bedroom to sanitize my air, the air I breathe. I need flowers in my sitting room, in my staircase. Then I need flowers where I stay outside and in my balcony. One of the things I bought was a free scent leaf. You know, it's not flower per se, it's vegetable. If you see the importance of that scent leaf, you always go and buy it. I bought flower pots, so 225. Mix the manure and the kineko. They are inside my house now. Then there was the avocado was so meaty and very sweet. To village. If this thing fruits, if you see how big this thing will be, people will be saying, where did this woman get this kind of thing? Now, she said, any food you take and your body reacts to it, you watch it. Many of us, when you have allergies, when you are eating something and you don't even know what you are eating and it's reacting on your body. Now, when you do ginger, garlic, scent leaf, don't throw them away. Maybe you have infused them inside a water bottle. When you finish, take them. Do you know if you're having, if you're having high sugar level, leaf of bitter leaf, like, you know, the main leaf, 5 of it every morning on an empty stomach, just wash it. Don't wash it as if you're doing bitter leaf soup. Just wash it under running water, maybe with salt or vinegar, anything, and just chew it the way you are chewing angara. I remember when I was growing up, my grandmother, we usually have akwukwo angala. That's part of what this woman does. Put here. Akwukwo angala, that's get the egg leaf. She will go and get it, wash it, put it in a plate, do pepper. That pepper will also be got from the garden, from the backyard. Do pepper, put oil, and put small salt, and they will be eating it. They will be eating it. I will be wondering, my father loves it. These are things. Go back to nature. Eat as natural as you can, please. Don't do oyibo. You go to eat pizza. Nonsense chemicals. By the time you finish it, either you are beating your wife, because so many things are wrong with your blood system and your chemical composition. You do what you are not supposed to do. Then she said again, know your system, what is good for you. Save yourself a lot of pains and money, especially when people are aging. I don't want to age like a bat. I want, when I'm 60, people will be contesting my age. Anytime I go to gym and they are doing gri, I'll do small and wait. Our coach will be calling me, this, that. I said, any of you up to 50 here, they will start laughing. I'll tell them I'll be 57. So I'm not your age. Don't go to gym and start to do what 20-something-year-old people are doing. You will break your leg or break your arm. So do what you could with your body. She said, aging comes with different challenges. Food will help you to age gracefully. Food. exercise will help you, because it is only when you exercise that your body produces some hormones. They call it happiness hormones, dopamine in them, also oxytocin in them. These are what your body produces when you do exercise. That's why if you do good exercise not jumping up and down. You can take a walk. You feel that you want to sleep. Those are the hormones at work. And when you sleep that sleep, you get up, you're energized. She said also, be very consistent with it. Somebody looked at me and said, "Okay, do you come to exercise every day?" I said, "No, I go every other day. But 4 times a week, I must do exercise." We have 7 days a week now. 4 times. 4, if you minus 4 from 7, it's only 3 days I don't go to exercise. Have I not tried? I've tried though. Even when I don't go, I will still do certain things that will increase my movement. Now, she said about fermented vegetables. Some vegetables, you can ferment them. How do you do that? You can put them in a bottle. You know, putting something in a bottle is better than putting it in a plastic. If you want to do, there are certain bottles you get. If you do some fermentation like that, you can put those things in the bottle, put it in your cupboard. You don't put it in the fridge. For example, if you're having ulcer, you see ulcer. If you're having ulcer, get pawpaw. I got this information I'm giving us from School of Alternative Medicine, Green Center. Get pawpaw, unripe pawpaw, not the pawpaw that is ripe, unripe pawpaw. Cut it, dice it, both the seed. You know how you know a pawpaw that is locally grown? You see a lot of seed inside it. If you open pawpaw and you see only one seed, that pawpaw is heavily manipulated by the seeding before it was grown, before it was planted. So you get the pawpaw, cut it, dice it like cubes, small. Put it, both the seed, both the green, both the white one, because if it's not ripe on the inside with the white, put it and fill it with water. So just make sure that the water covered it very, very well. You can use pawpaw to do this. You can use unripe plantain to do either, or you can use okra. Just put it and put it on a shade. There's a particular bottle you use. If you don't have bottle, take black nylon. If it's a white bottle like this, maybe the bottle is like this, take black nylon or black something, cover it, put it away from sunlight. Just put it 72 hours, drain that water, throw away the pawpaw now, and be taking that water. You see that water? Take it small shots in the morning, small shots in the evening. If you do this thing, 2 weeks, you won't have us again. There was an experimentation that was done with somebody in our class. That was when I say this thing works very, very well. Now, he said, don't allow any bacteria to enter. You know, when you want to wash that pawpaw, you have to wash it very well. So that because these things are probiotics. They are good bacteria that will help. You know, it's bad bacteria that will be biting somebody, that some of them will even perforate somebody's intestine, the severity of it. Now, she said, put it, you can put cabbage. You can also put cabbage. When you know, it's better you enjoy yourself without having anything, maybe without having any sickness to say. I had ulcer before. What I used to cure it then, I don't know what I know now, is omeprazole or something like that. If this ulcer comes on me, from my chest to my back, it will be as there is a chisel they are using to squeeze my heart out. If I'm driving, I have to park. I'll park and lean like this on my steering until one man told me, but now I don't take omeprazole again. It's been a long time. Now, she said avocado is very good. You know, avocado, some people will tell you it contains fat, but that fat is good fat. I have told us that avocado seed, you can grind it and use it as tea. It brings down high blood pressure. I have done that myself. Avocado, see avocado, go. The seed, that seed that I planted, because that one was so sweet. I had to go and say, go and put it in the bucket. We put sand. I didn't even know. It was one day I just came and said, what plant is growing in this bucket? I looked. I saw that the avocado seed just broke into two. I see this avocado. I planted it. I will carry it to the village or anywhere I have house. I will go and break the cement there and get the soil to put it in the soil. Because that avocado, not only the shade it will give you, the fruits, because plants purify oxygen that we take. Now, she said, green tea is also good. Anything that is edible, any edible plant, you can make tea out of it. I don't know whether you are getting value. If you are getting value from our discussion this night, please can you type 555? My name once again is Dr.Favour, Afoma. People call me Dr.Favour or Dr. Afoma, but I'm not a medical doctor. I have Dr. Mba. Dr. Mba is a medical doctor amongst us. I have a PhD in guidance and counseling, but I am talking to us about health by the election of God, selection and the election of God. Because when I was agitating that I won't do this, that I want to do ministry of marriage, the Lord told me, before you were formed in your mother's womb, this ministry has been earmarked against your name. And I'm enjoying it. He told me, do you know that this ministry is close to me? Because after your salvation, the next thing you have to take care of is your health. If you are not healthy, you can't do ministry. You can't even know where your wife or your husband is. Your health. Afoma, just don't worry, I will help you. But you have to go and develop yourself. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm doing to help us. Now, she said she had sweet tooth. Sweet tooth. Me, you know, sweet tooth. You see me, I'm wearing my dentures. That's why you're not seeing any hole. If I pull it down now, you see holes all over. Why? I ate sweet things as a young child and my teeth were coming down. Because when your body lacks calcium from any part, they go to your teeth to begin to draw them. Because you must stand. You must stand now. You must stand. They take them from your bones, from your teeth. So I have 10 teeth off. So when I will cry, cry, my dentist will tell me, don't worry, Dr. Morris, don't worry, I won't leave you toothless. I will do something. So anytime she will tell me, if I want to go to her, I must put it because she will make me to smile. If she sees that I'm not wearing it, she will be angry. Now, she said she trained herself from having Bluetooth, not Bluetooth, sweet tooth, that she weaned herself from it. That was when she said, go away from sugar. I have told us the implication. Sugar is a drug. Sugar is a drug. You know, when they say drug addicts, if you are using sugar, you don't know you are addicted to sugar. My late sister was addicted one time to Coca-Cola. Coke. You know, Coke has caffeine. Anytime she comes to my house, then after each meal, my boy, my second son, they were small. He will run to the fridge because we stock the fridge with them, those things there. My boy will run, go and carry that Coke. You know, the Coke that sweats. You know, there are ones that don't sweat. Sweating, telling you it's chilled. My son will bring it on a tray to my sister and will bring opener because they know that's her routine. My sister will open it. So one day, I have not even had this many, but I knew that she's taking it too much. So one day, she said to herself that this thing is becoming addictive to her. One day, she said to me that if she could go away, avoid taking Coca-Cola, that's her life is God. She died because she was careless. If she wasn't careless, because she lived in denial that she had diabetes. If she had agreed with this, my nephew that marked his birthday today, when he came to talk to her, if she had agreed and start living a normal life, but with additional precaution. She wouldn't have died, but she felt she's a Christian, faith. It doesn't work like that. Once your body breaks down, your spirit goes back to your maker. Because they will be making fun of me. She will go to her co-wives. When she comes in contact with me, that I go visit her or she visits me, they will say, Mom, you're looking for fresh. You know what she will tell them? Is it this one, doctor, will make you to eat grass like a goat? That's me now, making her to eat grass like goat. Because if I'm in her house, every 2 days, I must go to a local market. I'll buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, to make sure that most of what we consume, they are fresh things. She will cook chicken. You know, chicken or cook. She will cook chicken, eat it from head to tail, to leg. You know, when you are advancing, your body metabolism begins to slow down. And the only thing your body can metabolize is something that's like fruit, like vegetable. Meat is in short, there was something somebody posted on our forum where they are doing minced meat. Both the chicken that is dead, both the feathers of the chicken, they put it in a grinder. Jesus, that day, I have stopped eating meat for a long time. But that day, this thing gave me goose pimples. What people are eating? You say you're eating hot dog. Do you know what they are preparing and you are taking? Now, she said, anytime you're hungry, you can distract yourself. How do you do that? You can play music, dance. You can call your friend on the phone. You can put on music. You can begin to arrange your room. You can go for a walk. You know, if you fail in your craving, if you crave for things you are not supposed to do, to eat, do it and don't feel guilty. Because when you feel guilty, it begins to affect your emotional health. You see me, I ate cake today, that woman, because I was seated. I visited the exercise, our fitness club because of politics. So I didn't know it was the woman's birthday. When the coach came to me and said, Doki, you pray for her. And the woman was coming with one man. I said, there are so many people here. Now, it's not everybody I'll be praying for. The woman just said, you don't want to pray for me. It's my birthday. I said, really? I said, please, I'm no more in the group, so I don't know. So I said, so because I wasn't prepared, and for me to get tuned to do the prayer, I had to begin to sing. So when I sang, the anointing came. By the time I finished praying that prayer, the woman was kneeling down. She was crying. She hugged me. The husband hugged me. And so one of us, the husband went to her and told her they will invite doctor to pray, to come and preach in their church. Today again, the woman called me again, said that prayer, that prayer is not ordinary prayer. I knew it because I prayed it from my heart. Now, I ate that cake today. Every other thing I gave out, I ate the cake. Did I feel guilty? No. I did. I know I did a lot of movement, and I will take care of it. She said another thing you need to do is to have positive mindsets. Positive mindsets. This woman was just talking the way I'm talking, and I was taking the note. She said, you need to have positive mindsets. Have compassion for others. Many people don't have compassion. I don't blame them all, because people have burnt fingers. But if you have discernment, you know who to help. I went to somewhere on Friday, and we were told that we will pay with our card. So I went with my ATM card. Somehow, that man didn't know. He just came. So when it was time for him to pay for what we went there for, they told him he must pay it with card, not transfer. So I saw him talking to an elderly man. I know his age brackets, because that man may give me like 10 years or 11. So they were just talking, but I saw him distraught, saying, hey, I didn't know this man wasn't living in Lagos. Excuse me. So when I saw him, I said, sir, what's the problem? You are looking distressed. He said to me, yes, excuse me, that they told me that they told him that he will pay with the ATM and he doesn't have ATM. That moment, the Lord said, help him. I said, if you send the money into my account, can they permit me to use my ATM to pay for you? She said, yes, that the man told him. But the staff in that office, they don't allow them that if there is anybody among us. I didn't know he went to talk to that man seated with him. They were gisting. So I thought they even came together. He said he has not even finished talking. The man said, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. That was when I looked up. I didn't even hear. And I told him, is it possible? He said, yes. I said, yeah. I looked at my account. There's one I saw 837 naira there. I said, use this account. He said, let him send 100,000. I said, 100,000, how much did they say you should pay? He said, about 81,000. So I said, 100,000 is big now. So he let us send 85,000. When it was time, I went there. I went because I thought they may ask him, because there's a place I buy my electronics. If the card, the name on the card is not your name, they won't accept it. I don't know, maybe people pick people's ATM card, use it to buy things. So I followed him. When I followed him, I put the ATM. So he said, put your SIM. The man just looked out. I said, I thought I just came here to identify is my card. Is it because of the PIN? I said, I would have given it to you. Now you go and do. Because what he told me, I may delay you. You may finish before me. I said, no wahala. I said, no wahala. You see, little kinds of, I didn't know this man lives in Port Harcourt and he just flew in from Abuja. You know what he said? He said, you are 5% of people that have compassion. I said, I don't blame people. People have duped people. People have cheated people. But me, I do things as I'm led. By the time we got talking, the man told me he was from Anambra and a very town close to my town. He said, I need to take your number because you are one person I have seen in my recent year now that has the heart of Christ. So I gave him my number. When he landed yesterday at Port Harcourt, he called me. He said, see how I said your name, GS. I said, what is GS? He said, Good Samaritan. I was just laughing. So you see, have compassion. Have compassion. I'm not saying that anybody you see, you do such things. But if you are, that's why always work with your spirit. The Spirit of God will always guide you right. The woman said, even when they have done something bad, don't kill them. Somebody may have done something bad. Don't kill them. There are posts I make. I pray while making those posts. You may have done what they say you did, but you are not who they say you are. God has saved me from rejection. So I know what it is to reject somebody. Your husband can reject you. Your family can reject you. It has happened to me. I'm telling you the truth. Your friends can reject. They will just see you. They are afraid. Now your case, this woman, her case is too much. It can happen to you. So be compassionate. Some people go through stuff they are not part of. They don't even know. They just found themselves going through things. Be compassionate. That's how to live a healthy life. Then avoid toxic people, toxic tongues. You see me? If you tell me anything and you don't want me to tell it to that person, don't tell it to me. As far as I'm concerned, except that thing is useless something. If not, I'll go to the person. Toxic people, run away from them. Run away from gossips. You know people that are, they want to know everything happening in all the families, but they won't allow you to know what is happening in their own. Run away from such people. Not just about food, help people. Give your talent. It may not be that day. I didn't give that man money. At the end of the day, his money was 80,000 something. It was remaining 4,100. And I said, sir, bring your account. Let me send it back to you. You know what he said? He said, madam, take that for lunch. But that lunch is small. You know what I'm targeting? I see that man. I will bring him to my business. Do you think if I tell him not something about my business, he will say somebody that trusted me without knowing me? I will trust this woman back. That's how you make people. You connect with people. You network with people. Not every time you give. Yeah? This woman said, give your talent. It may not all be money. Listen to people. Do you know that some people, just listening to them, you have cut their stress by half? And listening in counseling is a skill. It's a skill. Just listen to people. Okay. What happened? And the person is talking. The person is relieving stress. But some of us, we are too in a hurry. Don't listen to people. Listen to people. Don't box yourself up. Get a breath of fresh air. Friendship is not by force. It's by choice. I choose people I move with. I choose people I associate with. I choose people I laugh with. I went to a wake up service of song on Thursday. I saw people I know. I went and sat down because I don't want Ipechamad. You know what I mean by Ipechamad? This person will pass. They will x-ray that person to the boxer or to the pant and say this or that. I don't want it. Because the guy that died was very close to me. And he died he wasn't sick, just that he had stomach issue. They didn't tackle it well. It was twisted intestine. By the time they opened it up, he died. So I needed to reflect on life because the Bible says, cause us to number our days that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. You need to apply your heart. What have you been doing to people? What does your relationship do to people? A man stressed my life up. And I tell you the truth, I put a word out, it will never be well with him. And I tell you, it will never be well. I tell you the truth. I tell you the truth. Then he said, call people on text. Once in a while, respond to messages, maybe with emojis, thumbs up, and the rest of them. Then the next one is benefits of living a healthy life. If you are getting value, please, can you indicate by typing a 777 on the chat? Can you indicate by typing a 777 on the chat box, please? If you are listening to me, you are listening to Dr.Favour, Afoma Chukwu. So when I later told that man, my name is Dr.Favour, I'm not immediately, I said, I'm not medical, I'm academic. The man said, ha, ha, ha. No one day easy. No one day easy. Well done, well done. So this is Great Life with Dr. Afoma, and you are listening to Dr.Favour Afoma Chukwu. I'm not a medical doctor. I have a PhD in guidance and counseling psychology. And this is our episode 196. We began this program on 22nd day of September 2019. And next Monday, not tomorrow, we are doing our Uncle Food Challenge, where we go away from eating anything cooked in fire by fire through fire. We do it in the ministry once in 2 months. But many of us that have understood this ministry, we do it every week. You hardly see anybody in that ministry eating 3 square meals a day, cooked food. We can eat 3 or 5 times a day, but it's not cooked food. We'll be eating morning. You know, when you love to cook, it will be difficult for you to do this, because when you stuff your food with ofe salad, ofe this, you'll be tempted to eat them. You'll be tempted to eat them, but make sure you have fruit, you have veggies, things you can eat raw. Coconut, if you are not reacting to it, make sure you see coconut water. Coconut water is very good. All these things, you can munch on it. What I just stopped, I stopped eating bread. I will eat again. This year, I've not tasted bread. The one I delivered myself now out is biscuit. I love to chew. Because of that, I want to go for that dehydrator. It's expensive, but I'll get it so that I can chew my fruit. Like I can do banana. I will be eating it. I bought something in the supermarket. I checked where they did it here in Lagos, very well packaged. I kept the nylon. I'll call them, I'll call them. Then she said, you don't need to spend money in hospital or drugs if you are living healthy. Then preparation of your food, make sure you prepare your food well, don't overcook. Plan your meals. If not, you will end up eating unhealthy things. Variety is also good. Do variety of what you are eating. Then colors, there is psychology of colors. You have colors, the rainbow, when you are eating food, and to show you that God is awesome. Why did he make carrots orange? Why did he make mango yellow? Why did he make avocado green? Why did he make this one? If you see colors, some berries, you have blueberries, you have blackberries, you have strawberries, red, you have tomatoes, you have so many colors. So you eat the rainbow. Make sure that you eat a lot of colors when you are eating. It gives you nourishment. They say the eyes will eat before your mouth eat. Make sure your food is always colorful. Don't put too much water to cook as it makes it not to be very sweet. Then lemon is good for flavoring. If your house or your toilet is always smelling, or a particular room, you can put lemon. Lemon it sanitizes the environment. Lemon it's a sanitizer. Like I use what are they calling it? Air fresheners. These ones they put in flowers. In my room, what I use is lavender. Lavender will sedate you to sleep. But in the parlor, I may use vanilla or ambipor. Ambipor has a very strong smell. Or maybe in the toilet, but in the room, I use lavender. Then say lemon is good for flavoring. You can use onions, seasonings. She says seasonings, they are not good. You can use iru. Iru is fermented locust bean. By next Sunday, I will tell you, I ordered for fermented iru, dry one. I will start selling it. I'll be selling it in gram, 100 gram, 200 gram. So that you can't say you didn't see it. You just do, if you want to use it, put it, you wash it and put it inside your food. Dried iru. I ate it in my cousin's place. She told me they buy it from Kogi. I ordered it so that I can have it to show to people. That thing is good for the eyes. The iru is very good. You put it in all your food? You can grind them and put them as that cubes. Then sea salt, just do small. Everything has to be in moderation. If you have BP, you'll eat a lot of vegetable, okra, bitter leaf, cook with less salt. If you have BP, work on your mind. If you can't be thinking sick, health, illness, and be healthy, hold on. You see, you can't be thinking poverty and be wealthy. All these things I've experienced. Every time you are thinking about poverty. If you keep thinking about who hates you and who likes you, you will never like yourself. Just get up in the morning, look at your mirror, dance your mirror, love yourself. By the time you begin to love yourself, you begin to attract people that will love you. Negative people will start to run away from you. Work on your mind. Sweet things are not so good for you. Taste buds must be retrained. This thing is what is disturbing us now. Nkechi Udo Okafo. Please, the usher, the co-host, please, can you meet her? Take water with you anywhere you are going to. Make sure that you drink water. Acidity in the system will always make you sick. How do you maintain your good health? The more knowledge you have, the better for you. Many of us, you can attest to the fact that you got more knowledge by coming onto this program. Moderation is key. We have done 21 principles of health, holistic health plan. Moderation is one of them. Fruits and vegetables, exercise, sleep. Make sure that exercise will bring down your appetite. When you do exercise, you find out you don't eat much, and it will increase your level, your energy level. Go for healthy things. You drink water instead of drinking carbonated drinks. Don't eat white rice with stew without vegetable. You do meat. You know these people, Yoruba people, they know how to cook meat, and their meat is not that small like Igbo own. Their meat is like the fist of my hand. Don't eat meat. Don't eat white rice alone with stew. Make sure there must be fruit. There must be vegetable before it, beside it. Reduce oil. Reduce oil. If possible, minimize oil. Measure oil. Don't pour oil like this when you are cooking. You can't know the quantity. Use spoon to measure oil. If you use and this much, the next time you reduce. That's how they have measurement. Fat settles on top. Make sure you don't remove the animal fat. When you cook chicken, don't take the stock to cook. Put it in the deep freezer. Those fats on top of it, remove it. They are not good at all for your system. Then avoid ice blocks. Make sure that when you do all this, you find out that you don't come down with life-threatening diseases like coronary heart disease, lung cancer. Reduce smoking, caffeine, eating healthy, walking, swimming, reduce alcohol, think positive, appreciate yourself, appreciate others, regular exercise, balanced diet, fresh meals, avoid junk foods, be active, do what is comfortable for you. Good sleep, 6 to 8 hours. Quality and quantity of sleep is good. Drinking water regularly is good. Drinking water helps our brain. Take a break when you are tired. Don't overwork yourself. We are what we eat. Thank God I'm able to finish it. So if you got value from what I've shared with us this night, can you put value? And then you can make your contribution. So if you are joining us for the first time, we meet here every Sunday evening by 8 p.m. Nigerian time. And the program is Great Life with Dr. Afoma, and Great Life is every Sunday by 8 p.m. You see, somebody was talking on a Zoom somewhere. That was where I got the information I shared with us to show you that I paid attention. If I tell this woman that did this thing, if I copy this thing and send to her, she may have thought I stole her notes, but she was just talking and I was taking notes. That's the reason you can't come to this program without having a diary. It's exercise in futility because you can't get everything on the head. So thank you so very much. God bless you. You can follow me on my Facebook page, Afoma Wunisa, or you can go to my YouTube channel, Dr.Favour Afoma. You can see previous episodes. By God's grace, we are trying to get my episodes into book so that people can have a book they will be reading. You know, this book, Dr. Mba bought it this week, Stressless. I have a lot of books. So, you know, the good thing about book, you can go and review it and see what and what and what is there. So it's my pleasure that you came. Make sure that your life is a testament of what you are hearing. I did not start off like this. I was where you were before, but God has helped me. There are things I don't eat. They don't even appeal to me. They don't appeal to me. I'm telling you the truth. And there are people I don't condone around me. They are negative people because I know they are thugs. They are like toxin to my system, poison. I don't come near those people. God bless you. God honor you. Today is the 23rd day of July, 2023. Next Sunday, I'm bringing in a guest, a cancer survivor. She will be talking to us. Red hibiscus flower is also good. Yes, some people call it zobo. But they say if you consume it too much, it colors the liver. I'm not a doctor, and I've not operated on somebody to verify that. But you know, everything should be in moderation. God bless you. God honor you. Today, It's our episode 196. If you have any contributions to make, you can go ahead and make it. Thank you for joining me. And it's my pleasure that you came. Any contribution from anybody? So, Mrs. Obi Imosu, I will give you a book. Excuse me. For answering that question well. I will send the book to anybody I see coming so that you don't pay much on the way billing. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you.
Amen. Somebody said, I heard you talk about bread. Let me see the
No, thank you for my parcel. I received it. God bless you, ma'am.
Okay. A Port Harcourt woman. I heard you talking about bread. I could not get exactly what said about. Is there anything wrong? Bread is not good. Anything made with white flour, it has been bleached. There's no nutrient in it. Nothing. Zero nutrient. Very soon, we'll be doing some things like maybe putting a healthy class where people can learn how to do. You can do bread with tiger nut flour, coconut flour, oat flour. You see this bread, people are eating. Bread is not good, especially for an adult. Stop eating bread. Anything made with white flour, it has been nothing. There's no nutrient there. You know, that bread, many of them, they are wheat. They will polish it and there is no flour that is that white, as, you know, flour is like this now, the normal flour. There's no flour that's like this. Like, the same thing with salt. Who has this person? Chade, you are having problems with always what to eat. Just be praying to God to help you with what you are eating. Because I find that you usually eat bad things and you want somebody to either justify it for you or pull it down. Stop eating bread. You're up to 40. If you must eat, maybe once in 2 weeks, not every day. Every morning you eat bread and butter. Maybe you put egg on it and you drink it with cereal. If you want to drink akamu, you know, ogi, you don't remove the chaff. You blend it in such a way that the chaff, when you are eating corn, do you remove the back? When you remove the back, you have stripped it of all fiber. You are eating just starch. Simple. If you want to do ogi, ogi, is it ogi? They call it akamu now. The fiber is important. That's why that is what we make. Fiber is like broom, intestinal broom that we sweep out nyama from your system, and it makes your stew. Anytime you poo-poo and your poo-poo dropped inside the water, and the water splashes on your bumbo, you are being constipated. Your poo-poo is supposed to float and be big with the shape of a banana. These are things they taught us, and you can experience it anytime you finish poo-pooing. Don't just flush it. Look at it. The state of your poo-poo tells you the state of your guts, and your guts is your second brain. Have you not noticed that when people are dying, their stomachs start getting big? Complications start from there. My prayer for us is that we will not be victims of what we teach others, in the name of Jesus. So thank you so very much. God bless you. God honor you. Next week is another day. Remember, bring somebody because we will have a guest. We don't want to have cancer. Cancer is a lifestyle. You can decide not to have it, and it will not come to us. Thank you, and God bless you. Do have a fantastic night rest. Have a great week. I am reaching you live from Lagos State. Bye for now.